Hello guys, it's Eglow here. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to this tutorial. So if this is your first time on this channel, right, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification button so that you can be notified anytime I post valuable content like this. And if you're a returning subscriber, I actually salute. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comments, I appreciate the likes, I appreciate the watch and everything. Thanks for stopping by once again. Right, so in this video is not going to be practical, right? If you are used to this channel, you know that videos are practical videos where I take my time to explain some certain things, take you through some processes of editing, manipulation and all of that, right? But in this video, right, so it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, I am making this video to answer this particular question you are seeing on the screen, right? This is about a particular video I made concerning skin retouching, skin smoothing, and somebody made this comment, and the person was asking if I can put them through my manually put them through my frequency separation, right? Because in most of my editing videos, right, my retouching videos, so I already have my actions installed right on my Photoshop. I usually just go ahead, click on the actions, create my radius, and just boom, start retouching the images, right? So this person is now asking that if there is a way I can show my viewers how I manually create my frequency separations, right? So that is why I'm doing this video, because I promised this person that I am going to attend to this question as soon as possible. So that's why I said this video is not about practical, but it's going to be purely theoretical, right? So I'm going to answer this question in detail, so stay tuned and go nowhere, right? So I'm going to answer this question now. So let's get into it. So if you look at this picture, if you look at this image, right, so you see that the image has been retouched. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit so that you can see. You see that the image has been retouched and color graded, right? So I've done series of videos on photo retouching, image retouching, on how I retouch my images and how I color grade my image. I'll drop the link in this video so that you can check them out and see how I retouch my images and how I color grade my images, right? When you have an image like this that you want to retouch in Photoshop and you don't have Retouching Academy, right? You don't have Retouching Academy, you don't have the action installed on your Photoshop. So I'm going to show you how to manually create your own frequency separation, and you're still going to get the same result. Do you understand? So let's dive into it. All right, so now the first thing to do is to create layers, right? You're going to create two layers, one for low frequency and one for higher frequency. And to do that is double tap Command J from your keyboard. Yeah, you can see now. So now I have two layers, right? We'll have two layers now. Okay, let me drag this in up so that you guys can see very well. So you can see now we've created the layers. Now we're going to name these layers now. The first one, we're going to name it as high frequency. High frequency. Just watch and I'll explain to you the difference of both two frequencies and what they are meant for. This is high frequency. Then this one, the middle one, you're going to name it, sorry, double click, you're going to name it as low frequency. It's low frequency, right? This low frequency, let me tell you the difference between the low frequency and high frequency, right? And why we had to create two layers. So the low frequency is for blending of skin, the skin retouching, right? So now the reason why we have to create two layers is to make sure that you separate the skin tone from the blemishes, the spot, right? So that's why I said if you watch this video from beginning to end, because by the time we go further, you are going to get all this thing that I'm saying, right? So I'm going to show you how to subtract the skin tone or skin texture from the spot or blemishes, right? So now creating two layers now and naming them low frequency and high frequency, you are instructing the Photoshop that you want to use this low frequency to work on the skin tone, like work on the skin texture, retouch the skin, smooth the skin, right? So you're going to use this high frequency to remove the blemishes, the spot on the subject's face. Do you understand? All right, good. So now let's go into it. The next thing to do after creating your layers is click on this low frequency. When you click on the low frequency, make sure you come to high frequency and hide it. Do you understand? Hide the high frequency. So come to filter. When you come to filter, come to blur. From blur, go to Gaussian blur. So this is Gaussian blur now, right? This is Gaussian blur now. You're going to choose like the radius that you want to use for this image, whether 4, whether 3, whether 6. I've also explained this, right, in my previous video. I've explained this in details on why you need to choose a certain radius and why you should not choose a certain radius, right? So you can check my previous video and you see them there, right? So now let's just choose, for the purpose of this tutorial, let's just choose any figure, right? Let's just choose this 4.0. Okay, right? So when you okay, then come back and hide this high frequency. Now click on high frequency and come to image. So when you come to image, come to apply image. So when you come to apply image, you are going to have something like this, right? You are going to have something like, please pay attention to this because this is the most complex part of the whole process, right? Now look at it. Now here we have source. The source now is talking about the figure, that's the image, right? So we have layer, right? So, and we have channel RGB, you know that. So here under this blending, we have multiply, opacity is on 100 already, right? Here we have preserve transparency unchecked and also mask unchecked. So those ones are correct. You're just going to leave them, right? So now the settings that you need to change are this. The first things first is come to this layer. When you come to layer and click on it, you're going to see the layers that you created. This is high frequency and this is low frequency. Now here, just I told you before that we need to subtract the skin or the skin texture from the blemishes or spot, right? And this is where we are going to do it. Before coming here, we already clicked on high frequency, but here now we're not going to click on high frequency. We're going to click on low frequency. You understand? We're going to click on low frequency. Just become and be following, right? You get it, right? Just stay tuned. So when you click on low frequency, then you come to this multiply, this blending, this is where you are seeing blending, and click on here. Come to this subtract and click on subtract. You understand? When you click on subtract, there is every possibility that this scale and offset should be empty or you should have different figures there. So the reason why you are seeing 2 and 128 is because I've used this before. Do you understand? So your own may be different. So in a situation where you come here and you are seeing a different figure, let's say you are seeing 0 here, let's say you are seeing 1 here, then you are seeing 12 here, right? Let's say you just just coming, so just seeing different figures, right? So the right figure for these two categories, scale and offset, is this. The right figure for scale is 2. Please take note. So the right figure for offset is 128. You understand? So now when you have something like this, you're going to have your image like this. If your image is not like this, right, trust me, something is wrong somewhere. Don't forget, here you're going to change it to low frequency. This blend you're going to change it to subtract, because we are subtracting low frequency from high frequency. Now we are subtracting the skin texture from the blemishes or the spot, right? So the opacity, of course, is going to be 100. Then here you're going to leave them like this. Then the scale, take note, you're going to leave it on 2, while offset you're going to leave it on 128. So we are done here now, and you okay it. Boom. So now after that, the next thing is come to this blend mode option where you are seeing normal. Come to this blend mode option, click it and go to linear light. Click on linear light. Now we've successfully created our frequency separation manually without using any action or Retouching Academy. You understand? So should in case you don't have Retouching Academy installed on your Photoshop and you are confused on how to go about it, trust me, this is the best and the easiest way to go about it. So now the next thing is select both layers and merge and select both layers and group them. That's Command G from the keyboard. Now we've grouped them now. So let me just show you how this both layers works, right? Just like I said, I told you this low frequency is for skin retouching, skin smoothing, right? So let's pick our mixer brush now. Come here and pick your mixer brush. Excuse me. So now we've picked our mixer brush now, right? So let's just brush through somewhere. Let's just brush through somewhere. Just watch. So I'm trying to even blend these parts together. You understand? So now let me zoom in into the chest so that you can see very well, right? So let me show you the before and after. This is before, this is after. Guys, can you see? This is before, this is after, this is before, this is after, right? So now let's come to this high frequency now. So this is where we're going to, remove spot, and I'll just, pick my clone stamp. That's my favorite spot remover too, right? So let's just come here and remove this part. Right, click. Guys, can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Guys, can you see? Can you see? So I'm just doing it so that I can show you. Let's not look as if what I created, so I did not use it to even test run to actually show you whether it is true or whether it is working or not, right? That's why I'm doing this. So guys, you can see, click on the low frequency, pick the brush, and let's brush through this part so that you can see it very well. So this is how I manually create my frequency separations whenever I want to retouch my images and I don't want to use Action or Retouching Academy, right? So let me show you now. Group the picture, close the group, and let me show you. Just watch. This is before, after, before, after, before, after. Guys, you can see from afar, before, after. So this is how to manually create frequency separation in Photoshop in 2025, right? If you don't have the Action installed on your Photoshop and you don't know how to go about it, trust me, this video, I believe this video come in handy to help you and put you through on how to navigate your way and create your frequency separation without trying to figure out on how to. When I saw the comment, I was so happy. I was like, okay, wow, because I used to say that you guys are my MVPs, right? So you are the consumer, right? I am just here dishing out value, so you will be the one to let me know what you want to consume, right? So let me know how you feel about this video, and if you are this person that dropped this comment and you are seeing this video, please drop a comment in the comment section and let me know how you feel about the video, and I hope this answered your question very, very well. And if there's any other thing that you want me to attend to as far as photography, retouching, manipulation is concerned, let me know in the comment section. And trust me, I am going to attend to your questions as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and also let me know in the comment section what you want me to talk about in my next video, right? And if you are yet to subscribe, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please, that's the only way you can support me and encourage me to keep pushing more valuable content. Please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, share this video so that others can also benefit from the knowledge, right? Turn on the notification button so that you can be the first person to be notified anytime I drop valuable content like this. Guys, see you in my next video. Bye.